Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about something a little different than our trips that we usually show here. It's about something that I feel wasn't well covered in the internet when I researched about it, and I feel I get a lot of value out of it and want to share that with you. Canon offers what they call Canon Professional Services, and it's a membership-based program. As you can see here, there is the student, the silver, which is the free one, but also gold, platinum, and even cinema. And there are two distinct things you need to remember. One is you cannot just pick and choose any kind of membership. You need to buy a certain amount of equipment to become eligible for the higher tiers. So in my case, 20 points gold membership requires about one camera and then two major lenses or a couple of smaller lenses. Everything is between 2 and I think 10 or 12 points maximum. Now the points won't expire just because you elect for the gold membership, for example. You pay the $100, you still keep your 20 points and can use them to renew every year again and again. And if you buy more equipment and end up having the required 50 points, you can just switch to the platinum membership. Then the question is it really worth it? And for me, as somebody who doesn't make money with this stuff, it's really about what's my value I get out of it as a non-professional person. And I think it's still a good deal, and I want to explain why. Number one, not necessarily every year, but every other year, I really want to send in some of my equipment to get it professionally checked, cleaned. They call that the maintenance service. They have a lower and a higher end tier for that. As you can see here on the website, there is a 7-point image sensor cleaning and an 18-point maintenance service for the cameras. And for the lenses, there is inspection and repair, which is, by the way, always free, and an 11-point maintenance service. And these services are included in the gold membership, so up to 5 items, which means the camera plus, for example, 4 lenses. And when you add up these costs, they provide the higher end stuff. So it's $139 for the camera and $69 per lens. So altogether, that's already well exceeding the value of my membership fee of $100 a year. Now, again, I won't do that every year, but even if I do it only every second or third year, it's still cheaper to go through that program than to send the lenses in on my own and pay for it individually. And I just did that recently. It was a perfect experience. I'm fortunate enough to have a local drop-off in Costa Mesa here in California, so I didn't have to pay any fees for shipping or returning, which is another nice benefit. With a gold membership, you get the return free of charge if you want to get it shipped, and with the platinum membership you get shipping both ways included. So that alone can amount to a pretty significant cost if it's a very expensive equipment, because you want to insure it properly. The local service centers, if you have the ability to drop it off, are highly recommended, because you don't need to package anything. You just come there, drop off all your lenses and gear. No need to put it in a box or anything. And they are located in Costa Mesa, California. Then there's a small one in Burbank, California. They're very close together. They have one in Virginia and also one in New Jersey. So some of you might be in the fortunate position that they say, I don't need that Canon maintenance, I'm good, I take care of my lenses myself, or the local shop I deal with takes good care already. So is it then still making any sense to be part of that program? I think it still is worth a consideration, at least. If you ever get into the situation where you have a repair, you can get 20% off the item that needs to be repaired. And if it's a Canon repair you want to do, might make sense. And the gold membership and onwards, you can also loan equipment from Canon. Like if you have an interest in a pretty crazy lens or some expensive equipment that you don't just want to purchase and test out and send back, which is really bad practice, can do that for one piece once a year in the gold membership, and up to 2 pieces in the upper tiers. The higher the tier, the higher is the likelihood that you really get that equipment. Now there's another benefit that is not really well promoted in my opinion by Canon, which is what they call exclusive purchase offer. And you really have to dig into the T's and C's to see what's behind that. You can see it here where it says, if accepted into the CPS program, a unique promo code will be provided for 10% off maximum of one Canon product purchase in the Canon online store. It's 10% off of whatever product basically. I used it to buy the new RF24 f1.4 VCM lens, and it was a great deal for me to get 10% off. I just had to use the voucher code, so you can do the math yourself. That code alone paid for the membership. Another little benefit is this neck strap that you can see here. It's a pretty good quality. I still won't use it. I saw in the internet that it's actually highly sought after, so you could possibly sell it for 40-50 bucks. I don't think I will do that, but technically that's still some value you can get back either by selling it or using it yourself. It's again, it's a nice neck strap, but I typically always prefer to keep the camera in my hand, and I hate something around my neck, so I try to avoid that. All right, I see there's a perk in there that's called Canon Event Support. I have no idea what that really means. I think that's geared more towards professionals when you have like pretty much a make it or break it situation, that some of your cameras are not working the way it should or whatever. They may be able to provide expedited return services, or maybe they make an exception and loan you whatever you need to just make that event happen. I don't really know though, so that's just guessing into the blue. Maybe somebody has made experience with that and can put it down there in the comments. I would be curious to share that with everybody. To sum it all up, for me the program is absolutely worth it. I got much more value back than I put into by the $100 membership fee. I think if you don't do the Canon maintenance, then it boils down more to the 10% purchasing discount. If you don't plan to spend money in the Canon store and utilizing that discount, I don't think you need the paid membership. Maybe you should still sign up for the silver membership if you have enough points. It's free. It's still a little bit of value that you can get back in case you need it, and there's just no harm in doing it. And obviously if you're a student and work with Canon gear, it's the same thing. I would just sign up, use the freebies that you get there, and enjoy a program that's definitely trying to give back more than it takes. I'm very curious about your feedback, experience, comments. Put it down there in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed this kind of content. Let me know if stuff like that is interesting to you. It's definitely not going to be limited to camera stuff. I have some other things that I thought about sharing, which may be geared more towards fitness and lifestyle. So again, this is just for me. I just want to share things that I had to basically research on my own, where I didn't feel there was a ton of stuff already in the internet, and just want to share it with you. Some of you hopefully find it useful. I don't get much out of it in return. I just really like to spread knowledge that I feel is still missing out there on the World Wide Web. With that being said, I wish you guys a fantastic day and see you soon. Bye bye.